people will be asking themselves, what has tourism got to do with health or medical? But I promise by the time we are done with you, you would understand and you would be excited to be part of what we are going to discuss with you. Now you are privileged this morning to have a gentleman who is so passionate about the youth. This young man I'm talking to you about is the Youth Tourism Ambassador for Ghana. He's traveled everywhere in Ghana preaching the tourism youth. If you are excited, help me welcome Mr. Joseph.
TOSOGHA.
Gateway.
TOSOGHA.
Gateway.
TOSOGHA.
Gateway to domestic tourism.
Good. Tourism Society of Ghana has 3 chapters. We have the basic and senior high school chapter, tertiary chapter, and the public chapter. You 4 will do the tertiary chapter, where we have the tourism clubs in the universities, the polytechnics, the training colleges, and today, by God's grace, we are also within the nursing or the health sector. We can't leave you out of tourism, because when we leave you out of tourism, then the tourism we are doing is not complete. And I will let you know why it wouldn't be complete. When we talk about tourism, people have different understanding or perception about tourism. Many even think tourism is all about leisure. It is not. Tourism is far beyond leisure. People again ask, why do people travel? And I always say we have many reasons why one travel. Some of the travel include business. We travel for business purposes, buy and sell. Some travel for educational purpose. When you are in school, you like to move out there to just go and acquire some knowledge, or people coming here also to acquire knowledge. So like I said, we have business, we have education, and then we have the leisure aspect why one also travel. As the saying always goes, all work and no play make Jack a dull boy. Yes, but this time around, it is far, far beyond that when we travel. We have realized that our sector is a sector that accommodates everybody, irrespective of your background. Whether you are a kinky seller, you are a watch seller, hairdresser, whatever. Now let our educational status, both the formal and informal sector, the tourism has a space for. Research has proved that many of us here who are within this space either travel for medical purposes, we as professionals, we travel to also expand our knowledge on what we are studying here, or have further education on our field. Again, patients also travel for medical purposes, true of us. The same others also come in for that purpose. So the question is that if tourism has taken a center stage of the economy globally, how prepared are we to involve our sisters who are within the health sector, so that anything at all that happens, we can meet that? And you are the right people that we need to target, you as the freshers in school, so that at least you have knowledge on the industry once tourism is concerned. Now, someone may say tourism is also a profession on its own, whereby people go to university to read tourism and hospitality. But I said it earlier that within the field, there are people who have not even gotten knowledge on tourism, but they are within the space. One thing I kept saying is that tourism is private-led, government-regulated. Many of the hospitals, the hotels, the restaurants that we have in this very country are owned by business people who have not even gotten the educational status, but they have the money, they have the business. And when we talk of hospitality, we say that the necessity you are number one. Because patients could survive based on how you receive them. That's the first thing we always say. Patients will feel okay based on how you receive them. So if we have noticed this, why should we leave you out of this whole thing? Again, coming back to your profession, as I said, until we introduce you to the industry, you wouldn't know what goes on there at the tourism sector. And you shouldn't find yourself or become a stranger once you are in the sector. So we want to have this introduction with you so that we start exposing you to the industry. Know what it is. Now let's talk about tourism attraction sites. Today, 1001, when I speak to you now, today is Thursday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, when you go to our sites, a lot of these foreigners are there. We want to expose you so that at the end of the day, you also understand them. Most of the exchange programs that we do, you also become part and beneficiaries of this very project. On that note, this morning, we are here to tell you that we are now initiating you or welcoming you to the Tourism Society of Ghana, the Tertiary Chapter. This club will be here in the school. It's a tourism club that will be here in the school, and you are going to make sure that as part of your annual activity or semester activity, you are going to fuse traveling or tourism into it. Like I said earlier, we travel for different purposes. So we can travel as lesson students for educational purpose. It could be for leisure, it could be for business. Now with the Liberty card, it's so friendly that you can just pick your phone, and then once you are a member of the club, you get a Liberty card. And the Liberty card gives you the opportunity or the access to visit many of the tourism attraction sites in Ghana free of charge. Once you are a part of us, your Liberty card becomes your travel companion. You only pick your phone and then you just write it. Thank you. Okay. This is just the site. You only pick your phone and you log into www.tosogha.com. Once you get there, you see the Liberty card. You click and you register to have your Liberty card. The Liberty card, like I said, once you register, within 2 weeks, your cards are ready. You keep them. So anytime your school or your group is organizing an educational trip, the only thing you are supposed to do is to pay for your transportation. But you don't pay for entrance fees. We have a lot of exchange programs. We have both local exchange programs, district level, regional, national, and international exchange programs that we do. We have a lot of programs that sometimes we get an invitation. Students who want to further their education after your training, you also have the opportunity for the fact that you are part of us. So getting tourist visa, it becomes so easy. Getting tourist visa or an introduction from our end for you to get a visa becomes very, very easy to further your education or go for a sightseeing or even tour. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is not the first school we are coming. We have been to other schools as well. Like I said, we also the training colleges. But as young nurses, we want to introduce the tourism to you. And you also have the opportunity to be attending all our tourism programs. For example, we just had World Tourism Day. The World Tourism Day, we as nurses, what can we do to create also awareness on the tourism? When we talk about the health benefits of tourism, there are many. A lot of patients out there who doesn't even need injection. All they need is to travel to a site. We are happy to introduce to you this Tourism Society of Ghana, and we believe that you are going to take an advantage. The earlier the better you become part of us to start enjoying the benefits that we have as medical students. Let me put it that way. So later you can also visit all our social media handles. It's Tourism Society of Ghana, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, but Instagram is TOSOGHA. TOSOGHA is the Instagram. You can subscribe and be part of us. The all that we do, you become part of it. They are going to pay for their Liberty card. They are going to sponsor their Liberty card. Please just clap for my friend here. You know why? He was the first to give the answer. He was the first to give the answer. On that note, the first educational trip that we are going to organize here, any cost involved, even if it is dollars, Tourism Society of Ghana is going to pay for her. As the first tourism member, we are buying her for her. Officially, we unveil Victoria as NARH-BITA College Tourism Ambassador.